Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
Hi everybody, I told you that we were going to read Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs just so you had a little idea about why we were dressed up the way we were that day. I know some of you knew, but some of you were a little confused. So I found this book. Miss Poyani and Miss Ebony were nice enough to find this book for me so I could read you a little story today. So, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a royal visit. Snow White was just about as happy as a princess could be. She lived in a beautiful castle with a handsome and loving prince. She didn't have to worry about her wicked stepmother anymore. But alas, she did miss one thing. "I've just been thinking about the dwarfs," she said one day to the prince. "It's been too long since I've seen them." "Well, why don't you go pay them a visit?" the prince suggested. "Their cottage is not so very far away." Snow White's face instantly lit up. "But of course," she said. "Let's go today." Sleepy was just waking up when a bluebird landed on the dwarf's windowsill. Do you guys remember who Sleepy was? I think that was Mr. Richard. "Say, there's a boat in his nose. A note in his toes," said Doc, noticing the envelope in the bird's claws. Who was Doc? I think that was Miss Laura. "Looks like, achoo! Letter," said Sneezy. I think that was Nurse Pam. "Indeed," said Doc, "but who would have sent it?" Then he reached for the envelope, and the scent of sweet perfume drifted his way. "Why, it's from Snow White!" Doc exclaimed. "Achoo!" Sneezy sneezed. "Well, stop sniffing them darn things and read it already," grumbled Grumpy. That was Mr. Eddie. Doc cleared his throat as the dwarfs eagerly waited. "My dear dwarfs," Doc began. He calls us dear. "Oh, get on with it," said Grumpy. Doc scanned the note. Well, golly gee, she's coming for a visit. Today," he cried, "at noon." "Hooray!" Happy cheered. "Snow White is coming." Happy was Miss Smith. But the other six dwarfs looked around their untidy cottage, at their unmade beds, their wrinkled clothes, and their dirty dishes piled high in the sink. "She's coming today," Bashful gulped. That was Miss Vallejos. Oh, Bashful, I think, was Mr. Cody. I got it wrong. "But we can't let her see this place looking like this." "And she's coming at noon," Grumpy huffed. "You know what that means, don't ya? She'll want lunch. Someone's gonna have to cook." "I need a nap," Sleepy said with a yawn. "No naps, no more talking," Doc announced as he grabbed a broom. He handed it to Dopey. "We have a lot to do then. Sneezy, you baker, make the beds. Bashful, you fold the clothes. Sneezy, you dust the furniture. Dopey will sweep the floors." Floors? "And Happy and Grumpy and I will fix something suitable for Snow White to eat. Now off to work we go. Go, go!" The dwarfs started right away, but cooking and cleaning were not their strong points. Sleepy lay down in the middle of Grumpy's bed. Bashful hid behind a pile of clothes. Sneezy sneezed, dust all around the room, and Dopey kept knocking over things with his broom. Is that the way you guys clean up when Mom and Dad ask you to clean up your rooms? As for Happy and Grumpy, they began to argue over what kind of sandwiches to make. "Snow White likes peanut butter and jelly, I know," Happy declared. "She likes ham and cheese," Grumpy grumbled. By the time Doc finally got them to agree on something, the clock struck 12, and there was a soft rap upon the door. "There! Here!" Sneezy sneezed. "Wake up, Sleepy!" All at once the dwarfs ran up to open the door for their beloved princess, and they smiled as she hugged each and every one of them, then kissed them all on their foreheads. "How I've missed you all," she cried. "Please forgive the mess, Princess," Bashful whispered to her. you think she cared that the house was a big mess? Probably not. "Oh, bashful," Snow White said with a laugh. "You must forgive me for giving you such short notice. Besides, I've come to see you, not your cottage. Would you care for a ham and jelly sandwich?" Doc offered. "Or peanut butter and cheese?" "Oh, how sweet," Snow White kindly replied. "If I had known you'd gone to all this trouble, I would have brought a picnic of my own." "Picnic?" the dwarfs exclaimed. Just then the prince walked in with an overflowing basket. "What's in it?" Doc asked hopefully. "Oh, come, just some roast chicken and deviled eggs, cinnamon bread and butter, corn and tomatoes from the royal garden, sugar cookies, and fresh apple pie. But let's eat your sandwiches first," said Snow White. The dwarfs looked at one another, and Doc cleared his throat. "Nonsense, princess," he told Snow White. "We can have ham and jelly any old time. Let's enjoy the food you've brought, and you can tell us about living happily ever after." And that's exactly what they did. So, boys and girls, this wasn't the original story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but it gives you a little idea about why we were dressed up the way we were, and maybe your teachers can find the original story or show you the movie sometime before the end of the year. So we just wanted to spend a little time reading with you today. I hope you guys have a happy and a great day, and we will see you soon.
Hi ho, it's home from work we go.